What's going on, guys? AXC3 here. How do you crack someone's shell? This is a topic that has been talked about and pondered for thousands of years. Cracking someone's shell is essentially taking and getting to know someone past the surface area. So most people are going to give you the tip of the iceberg. But when you want to get to know someone on a more personal and intimate level, you have to be able to take off their mask and look and get past the facade that they're putting onto the world. And most people will have a subjective facade based on the circumstance they are currently in. Now, if you take a girl who's around a lot of athletes, she may not necessarily be a sports person, but she will most likely conform to the behavior of her environment and seemingly come off as more of a sports person than she truly is. People always, this is a very common thing that people do, and it comes from, not being so comfortable in your own ideas and being afraid to have an opposing viewpoint of the group that's around you. Now, it's perfectly understandable and okay to let people talk about what they want to talk about, but you always also have to have your own ideas, and you can't be afraid to have a different opinion than someone else. But that's a video for another day. When you look at the saying of cracking someone's shell, you must look into nature when you look at the shell of a snail. Now, the shell of a snail, if you were to take it, pick it up, and throw it on the ground and destroy it, you have a good likelihood of killing that snail. The same holds true in your life when you're trying to crack someone's shell. If you destroy someone's shell, you're going to leave a permanent stain on that relationship, no matter what the circumstance is. Destroying someone's shell would be like going on a first date with someone and saying, "Hey babe, do you ever cut yourself?" Now, essentially what you just did is went from level 1 to level 10. You used a cheat code, and cheaters never win. You're opening up a door you had no business entering, and you're not necessarily going to like what you see on the other side because you weren't ready for it. You have to take the shell of an individual and start leaving little minute cracks all around it. Ask this person questions about their family. Ask them questions about the goals and aspirations they have for themselves. Ask them what they would like to be in this world, what they want to be in 10 years. You have to be well-rounded in this and ask them questions in all different areas of their life. And what you're essentially doing is you're leaving cracks on all the different surface areas. You're hitting all the right spots necessary in order to get the gem that's inside. If you do this, you will be able to crack someone's shell. Now, this is going to be a longer process than destroying the shell, but it's going to be the best way to have great relationships with people. Now, the problem is no one wants to take the time to do this. And I can't blame a lot of people, especially the millennial generation, because we have so many instant opportunities to meet people, but you can clearly see that we have the ability to meet more young people than ever before, but so many of these relationships that people form have no foundation. And when you have no foundation, the pyramid that you've built with this individual is shaky and can collapse at any moment. And what do you do when you see when you see something that's shaky with no foundation? You will flick it a little bit, okay, and the whole thing will come crumbling down. You can't develop good relationships with people without the fundamentals and the strong foundation. And this holds true in any kind of relationship or friendship, whatever it is. you need to start off small and then progressively get to the things that you want to know. Many people have, when they meet someone, there's something mysterious that that person gives off. I'm sure many of you experienced this, where you meet someone and there's something, you want to ask them this specific question, but you feel kind of awkward, right? Like you think there's some kind of, you think they have some kind of hidden key that you want to ask them, but you don't feel like you know them well enough. Be patient with it, guys. Patience is a virtue that many of us have lost in this day and age due to the great technological advancements that we have got, but at the same time, the double-edged sword is inevitable. So, patience. Patience is key. Go slow, be steady, and you'll be able to crack people's shell and have a great relationship with them.